Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards back on back-to-back videos. Did one last night, just kind of highlighting the Bobby Witt come-updom and the Dirk Nowitzki Hall of Fame induction, and just kind of, gave a little where have I been for the past 6 weeks, probably. Well, I've been working, but there was actually a show here this weekend in Dallas. So next weekend is a Burbank show. The weekend after that's the big Dallas show and the kickoff of NFL, or maybe it's 3 weeks from now. Maybe Burbank is 2 weeks from now, and then I know that Dallas is 1 week after Burbank. Anyway, if the Dallas show in Allen, the big one, couldn't be any better. But just when you think that that's as good as it gets, how about those same show promoters put on a small show out by the Dallas International Airport, DFW, and it's at I think it's at a Marriott, but it's, I don't know, 50, 100 tables. I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge like how many tables are in a room, because what you think is one dealer set up might actually be like 6 tables. So there were probably, I don't know, 40 dealers, maybe 50 dealers in this room. So maybe 100 table show. Mostly, basically all local people. I didn't see any of the big wig, dealers that are always at the bigger Dallas show. This was more of just a local collectors that live in North Texas that want to deal, want the chance to be a dealer and sit on the other side of that table. Saw a couple of those guys. Saw Sappy, he's a regular. Saw, I know these guys' faces, but I just don't know their names. But there were a few of the bigger dealers that set up at the bigger Dallas show at this show, but it was also a lot of collectors that just wanted to be a dealer for a change. So there wasn't really a ton of stuff. I mean, I'm used to the Dallas show, which my collection changes by like 30% every time I go to a big Dallas show. So I get spoiled because there's just so many. Either I'm selling a ton of stuff, or I'm making a big trade, or and there's one coming up in a couple weeks, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm sure my collection is going to look pretty much different just because it's always that way. So I knew I wasn't going to move 30% of my collection at this smaller show. Matter of fact, I almost left empty-handed. Went with my friend Josh. We had made the rounds. We had seen everything we wanted to see. We had talked to people we hadn't seen. Matter of fact, he asked me if I was ready. I said, let's do one more speed run through. And so I ended up coming back across this card that I'm about to show you. And when I walked away from it the first time, I knew it was cool and different, but it just kind of grew on me in the 2 or 3 hours we were there. And when I saw it the second time, I was like, oh, that baby needs to come home. Have you ever had that happen where a card grows on you mid-show? But what this is a Travis Kelce. So this is an interesting card. There's a lot going on here. So it's actually a 2020 Panini Honors, but it's from 2017 Prizm. It's the red super short print. These are super short print. I think they're out of the Target retail product. I actually have the 2017 red in a 10. Here's the exact same card. And so what, and there's probably fewer than 10 copies of this card here. But so what Panini does to make this product is they buy back cards, and if they truly did a buyback on this, that makes this card even more special. Like if you think about the white boxes and the black boxes and stuff, they have extra hits, right? That they either hold back, didn't get redeemed, whatever, that go out. The buyback product is a different thing altogether. I think this is a buyback product. I'll have to double check, but man, if it is, it makes it even cooler. And there's a there's actually a stamp right here that I can't make out. But if this was a buyback product, that means they had to go find this super short print red, get it, put it in front of Kelce. Kelce signs it. Um, it's full signature on card with his number, and then 10 out of 10. I think this is done by the Panini folks, though. I don't think Kelsey's numbering these, but hand numbered, 10 out of 10. I just love this card for so many reasons. I mean, so this was a $400 card. I got this for $400, but just a standard non-rookie Kelce auto these days on card goes between $250 and $300. So you add in that it's Prizm, it's color matched, it's graded, and the autos. I mean, it's flawless. It's perfect. I don't know why whoever graded it chose to give it just an auto authentication. I would have said, go ahead and slap the grade on there. I think it would have 10. I mean, I've looked at it pretty close. I don't see any problems with it. So, but yeah, just a cool card. It's a cool partner to this. I knew when I went back, I was like, I gotta get that Kelce. And so after the show, we went out and they had they had like an atrium in the hotel with a bunch of couches and tables. And Josh and I just went and sat down. I said, I bet this is going to turn into like a super impromptu, like super tiny trade night. Although, this is Sunday, so it was, Sunday evening. And sure enough, a couple guys that we saw on the show came by, said, hey, can we look at your stuff? Yeah, sure, sat down. So I ended up making a pretty big sale as well. So I sold these 3 De'Aaron Fox rookies. So I sold the PSA 10 Blue Ice, the purple PSA 10, and the 9.5 PSA 10. And so I got $3,350 for these. I did it because, we've talked about this before, Josh and I think I've mentioned it in some of my videos. When the attention of the market shifts, meaning right now people are starting to shift away from football and into basketball. And a ton of people think basketball's play, and it probably is. The truth of the matter is that everybody is out there trying to buy basketball right now. And so the liquidity right now as a seller is at an all-time high. It seems like it's too early, but really it's the perfect time because people are so motivated to go get what they assume is going to be. Sorry, text message came in. They're motivated to go get what they assume is going to be a great deal. And that's, like I said, true for most cards. However, and I want to show you here why I thought this was a play to make. So let's start here. These are the comps for the purple Prizm De'Aaron Fox rookie PSA 10. As you can see, around April 25th, it sold for, on April 25th, it sold for $2K, buy it now. Best offer on April 18th, $2K. Well, I think that this is right around Game 7. Prior to that, it had sold, around 1,000, and then as the playoffs got closer, 1,700, and then, he started having a crazy run in that first series against the Warriors, and here you find the two $2,000 sales. Now, most dealers aren't going to honor these comps necessarily. One hasn't auctioned since March 5th, and it did 1,100. And so you got best offer, buy it now. I think that if this was the bigger Dallas show and I was dealing with more seasoned dealers, they probably would have told me the best they could do on this would have been something based off the 9.5. And if we look at the 9.5 sales, the purple 9.5 is doing about 780. Well, even that. I guess July 2nd did 785. I have to go back and check and see if this was Shield because April 20th it did 700. After they got knocked out, it did 785. This seems a little odd to me, but even if it was a 785 card, you take a men gym in this case, put it at $800, 800 times 2, because that's about what a men gym is. It's about half of the PSA 10. Get you to $1,600. So I think that most people on this PSA 10 comp would not honor the 2K. They'd want to be around 16, then pay 85% of that. So he was willing to do all the most recent comps. So I got 85% of 2K for that purple PSA 10. It did swing back in his favor a little bit here on this blue ice. So you can see April 28th, it did $1,250. But April 25th, it did $1,500, and April 20th, one sold for $2,100. I think I was into mine around $1,700. So, but I was also into the purple for about $1,500. So anyway, all in all, I had to honor this comp, this $1,250 comp, because he took the 2K comp. So all in all, I got $3,350, which was 85% of all of the comps. The 2K on the purple, the $1,250 on the blue ice, and $785 on the purple 9.5. So all told, my postseason playoff pick, and I went out and I put some equity into these cards. It wasn't all cash, but it was cash and trade. Had I put $5K down on the Kings to win that first series, I'd have lost $5,000. I don't bet on sports, but sports cards can be sort of a way to scratch that itch. So I really thought the Kings were going to beat the Warriors. I really did. And I thought, De'Aaron Fox was going to have a coming out party and his stuff was going to skyrocket and the Kings were going to go to the Western Conference Finals and then I would sell, right? That didn't happen. And to come away fairly unscathed is a win, for sure. 100% a win. I had these pulled out too. They're just more red Chiefs. So I thought I'd show them. This is 2018. This is my favorite football set by far, 2018. This is, aside from the red power, and I don't know if, I've never seen a Target red 2017 Mahomes rookie. I never have. I don't know if they exist. I don't know if they were made that year, but the 2018 Red Wave, numbered out of 149. Color match Mahomes, even though it's second year. It's a sweet card. Then I have the Pacheco color match out of the super short print Target red to go with the Kelce and bringing in a new one. God, the more I think about what this card is, and the more I just have it, the more I'm so glad I got it. This is such a badass card. I really like this card. So did a little selling. Picked up a card, so basically I went there and came back with $3K in this card for the 3 De'Aaron Foxes. Not bad. Well, yeah, I think it's probably going to be a minute before, well, maybe not. Maybe I can crank out. Maybe now that I'm on a roll, I can crank out a video or two on my drive to and from work. I've been meaning to do that, actually. The only problem is I drive 45 minutes on a 2-lane road, and it's like 70 miles an hour. So I need to get one of the holders for your phone that you put on the dash, because I'm just rolling down the road like holding my phone in my hand. But we'll see. But regardless, the Dallas show is coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. That will coincide with the kickoff of NFL football. That's going to be a wild weekend, Wes. I know you're going to watch this. I know you're going to see this part. You better book your plane flight right now. Get your ass down here. Need some high-grade hits here. And then JR, get up here. San Antonio, not that far away. Get up here. I'll probably see Remington. And I'll see all the Sappy. I'll see all the usual faces. But it'll be a good time. And I can't wait to see what happens to 30% of my collection, because the Dallas card shows are collection changing. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.